so you can mention lah. Okay. You mentioned you have a business plan 2030. More specific lah. Let's say 2030 or 2077 or whatever it is, the specific business like this one business model. Well, again, business model is your management. It's not opportunities. What you can say, example just now I mentioned. Remember, you have some portion from the into the content development, content industry. 30% of the prosperity sharing plan. Wawasan kemakmuran bersama. In the past, so I said, shared prosperity vision. The government emphasized 40% into the content analysis. That is opportunity. Are you following now the shared prosperity vision or wawasan kemakmuran bersama? Are you following that one? Or that policy already no longer exists? The prosperity plan by the government last time they launched that. Wawasan kemakmuran bersama. Have you heard that?
No.
Never heard. Penjana?
I never heard, sir.
Penjana also never heard.
No juga. Tak.
Penjana, you never heard. La haula. Penjana, the latest one. Before the PKPP announcement. Penjana mean recovery of the economy. Of course, this is short term, but it is a government economic plan, okay, to restart, recover, revitalize the economy. To help those affected by MCO, they come up with the Prihatin economic plan. But before that, and I'm talking about before that, during the the PH government, they launched this shared prosperity vision. Okay, 2030 shared prosperity vision, and that vision emphasizes on digital content analysis. That one you can put in the opportunity.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
See, you never know, you never that you cannot put there. Your brand is not opportunity, brand is not opportunity. Okay, what you can say? Brand is marketing.
Oh, brand and marketing too.
Branding, public PR, public relations, all this under marketing. Your partnership with any company also, this one's your management. Big plus of the company, this is part of your products. You enter into partnership, also your strength. You have network e-commerce super deal also. They are your strengths. Ability to capture mass audience, your strength, not your opportunities. Therefore, you mention when you match between S1 and O5, they are not correct because and the statement that you mentioned is not a strategy. Okay, but I cannot make sense because your factors are wrong. Then automatically the SO strategy will be also wrong.
Okay, sir.
You don't have to mention market development. You don't have to mention diversification. But you can mention if you wanted to mention unrelated diversification, you mention the company venture into non-broadcasting business, or perhaps venture into real estate company, then I can understand that is unrated diversification to generate income. When you mention that, WO strategy, investors are not impressed. This not strategy. You know what this WO strategies mean? You wanted to
fix our weaknesses,
correct your weaknesses with the
opportunity that we have.
What is opportunities? I do not know because your opinions are wrong.
Okay.
Wrong opinion, I do not know whether that is not opportunity. Can you see now the problem? When
Yes, sir.
when your factors are wrong, then basically no strategy.
Okay,
Nothing
sir.
to be matched. Nothing to be matched.
Mhm.
Okay, this
Okay,
is the
sir.
major mistake lah. Mistake that if you cannot correct this mistake, you will be having problem lah when you submit the actual report.
Mhm. Okay, sir.
Media Prima also has the same major mistakes.
Mhm.
Same
Sir,
problem. Cannot. Yes.
as you mentioned at your video, this question is always out in final exam, right, sir?
Of course, that one is very certain.
Okay, so the question will be on the you will provide the study case, or you just ask us to give the example for the company.
You will be given a case study.
Oh.
And right now, your final exam is no longer 3 hours exam. Just like the quiz now. How many days your quiz?
Yes.
19 to 23, right? 19 to 23rd. That kind of duration. And then it is a take home, so you can access to all kinds of information, textbook material, everything you can refer to. This example you can refer to many things. Also, you make mistake. This one
okay,
open you this one no exam, right?
No.
This one is no exam. You can refer to any material. You can even discuss with your friend, but you still making major mistake here.
Okay, sir.
That's why please do more exercise, understand internal and external factors very well. Because in strategic management, this question is a must question. You must be able to know to do IFE, EFE, Swot, space. This is a must.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Don't
sir.
worry about the case. The case can be any case. But now worry about whether or not you can do the analysis. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So you also have been assigned to do analysis on the case, textbook case, right? Have you tried that?
Okay.
Have you tried that?
Not yet, sir. Not yet, sir.
You can do your actual company. You can also do the textbook cases. Okay. So the due date doesn't mean that you wait until the due date to do. The due date mean let me clarify. The meaning of due date is the cut off time. Cut off time for you to stop doing. It doesn't mean that now you cannot do. No, it means that you can do right now. You can also refer to me about the feedback. You can get feedback from me even. So you can do that until the due date. All right. This is very important to all of you. This is not about whether you can recall or not. This one your familiarity. If you're familiar, you can do it. Okay? We don't test whether you can memorize or not. We want to know whether you can do it or not. Okay, this is very important analysis. Okay, Media Prima, Ajia. Do you see any idea in this class? Idea?
Assalamualaikum Doktor.
Waalaikumsalam. Oh, TDM.
Me here. I would like to present TDM. I'm sorry, I'm a little late.
Yes. Yesterday, one member just returned from offshore. He said that he's belong to your group.
Oh really?
I do not know. He just WhatsApp to me. He said that he didn't follow the class because he just landed from offshore.
But he's not from KT, right?
I do not know.
Oh.
He said that he will check with you.
Oh.
He said he might be belongs to your group. I do not know. He mentioned your name, Fahmi.
I see.
He said that he will refer to Fahmi. But he said he just landed from offshore. Oh, say how come Fahmi is doing on plantation? This brother, I'm not sure whether this brother in this group or not.
Oh, okay.
He was not in the email mailing list because he just, landed. But Alhamdulillah, he is in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. I saw the conversation yesterday. But it's not ni bukan kan, apa nama dia? What is
Yusuf, is it Yusuf? Hey, no, Yusuf not right. Yusuf from IIM, right? Another guy from oil and gas.
But he's not from BBMKT actually. Okay, if they want to join, I'm okay with it.
But I think he is familiar with you.
Okay, it's okay. Can I present the?
Yes, please. I'm waiting to see your slide.
Okay. I show you.
Which one? Okay. Oh. Where's the SWOT matrix?
This one.
That one. Okay.
Okay. You like me to?
No, let me see. The item are still very. Oh, the item is also very brief. They are not
Actionable.
Not specific. Not actionable. Let me see. Let me look at the opportunities. Availability of land. Land bank is is it your own land bank or in general the whole country's land bank? Your own. TDM's own land bank, is it? If TDM owns land bank, it is considered your resources. When your resources it's not opportunity. Ability. Very obvious. Ability. Ability is the strength. Growing demand, okay, correct. Growing demand, but what is the percentage? Be more actionable with percentage. Automation and mechanization. Is it your own or is it a trend? Okay.
A trend.
Is it a trend?
And a trend, and also we already embarked lah. Then in progress.
If it cannot be your own, here has to be trend. Trend mean like you say 80% of plantation are now on mechanization and automation.
I can say trend lah.
But be more specific lah. What kind of trend? Is it like very like almost all sectors are on automation, or just about 40% of the sector are on automation in plantation?
Okay, I will find the numbers or the trend.
The downstream upstream plantation business is upstream downstream is related to your company. It is not an opportunity. It is this your strength.
This
It
one,
should be
yang downstream and upstream. We upstream. So now we go to downstream. We want to go to downstream because there are more, because downstream we talk about refine the oil palm to the other products lah. So
if your company is not under opportunity lah, it's your strength.
okay.
But if talking about the in plantations, what is the percentage of downstream and what percentage of upstream? That is can be opportunities lah. The industry, not your company specific. Yeah, industry or the market as a whole. CPO price fluctuation, how much the fluctuation, escalation of operation costs worldwide, how much percentage?
Okay. Alright.
That kind of specificity lah. And then when you match, try to put in the bracket which factor that you match. Okay? Maximizing utilized existing land bank. We do not know which one that you refer to. That's why you have to put in the bracket lah. After that strategy.
SO opportunities. Ability of
S what? S1, O1 or what? Okay. After but again that one is not a strategy also, maximizing the use of a land. But you can say acquire new land bank or acquire other plantation companies. Okay. Acquire other companies. Acquire other companies, then is the strategy lah.
Alright.
But continuous certification, it is not strategy. Okay, what is strategy? You're going to open more labs, open more what I call workshops on improving your MSP, SPO.
Okay.
Strengthenership is not good. It's not a strategy. But you can say sign more B2B agreements or B2C or whatever it is lah.
Right.
Okay. Career development is not a strategy, but you can say open up jobs with job straight. Okay. That is what I call a strategy. But refer to which one? Refer to which of your strength, which of your opportunity.
I will put the number lah.
The specific factor. If you like this, I do not know whether it's correct. I do not to refer to which one.
Okay, it's okay. Try to understand on the.
This one is not space, no. This one that you show here, it is Swot. The title that you mentioned space, but it is actually this is Swot.
SWOT.
SWOT matrix.
Space matrix like
SWOT. Okay, where's your space?
Space. I thought the space will be more or less like this.
No. Space, there's no that shown by EcoWorld and Shangri-La with all the calculation and then the arrow.
Okay.
You have the quadrant, no? Upper right, lower right, upper left, lower left, aggressive, conservative, defensive, competitive. You know that I call diagram. Okay, with arrow. That one is space matrix. Okay, and involving a lot of calculation. Be careful the calculation that you're going to do.
Okay.
That one a little bit tough because it requires some calculation, because you have to count the thought, you have to sum up and then you have to average And then after that, you have to calculate again to get the X and Y coordinate. All right?
Okay,
So
Doctor.
TDM also need to do a lot of correction, huh?
Alright. It's okay.
TDM need to do correction, Media Prima need to do correction, Shangri-La, EcoWorld. Okay. How about other groups? Who else would like to share? No more? Other groups? Uh, who else in the class who like to share? Nuruddin, your group, right? Nuruddin? Is Ajia in this class now? Ajia group members? Ajia,
Yes, sir.
do you have something to share?
Not yet, sir, because
Okay.
we have a new member in the group, so we need to reassign back all the working that we need to do with the new member.
Mm-hmm. Who else? Those from Kota Baru. Anyone from Kota Baru would like to share? Kota Baru Publishing? No, not anyone from Kota Baru here? Fahmi, Kota Terengganu. Husna from Gombak. No one from Kota Baru? Kota Baru people, you are not here?
I think no. Maybe from Kota Baru should unmute your ni if you want to talk with Doctor.
Do you know anyone from Kota Baru? House boom, right? Kelantan Gold.
House Boom actually already changed from KT actually changed to
KT from KT
Nuruddin. You already changed the company.
Okay. This Khadijah. SK. Siti Khadijah Co. Are you here, Siti Khadijah? Not here. Okay, busy with quiz. Alright, if you don't have other things to do, so you can continue to do the correction and at the same time to attempt your quiz. And all the best. Alright, okay, Brother Fahmi, anything you'd like to say?
Doctor, before nak tanya some question on you on the management.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? I ask you, Doctor, on the management side.
Yeah, you can ask.
Okay. Okay. I'm. If the company got problem with the leaderships,
Mm-hmm.
or some sort like resistant to change,
Mm-hmm.
what are the best or normal company that do to change the leadership, the culture over there?
there are two way. Normally, what we call this one is already under the what we call topic 8 also. We are still in chapter 8. Brother Fahmi asking is valid question related to chapter 8. Chapter 8 under, chapter 8 under the strategy selection. After you done the SWOT, the space, you propose the alternative strategies. Now you present to your managers and also your BOD, right? Board of Directors. After presenting, they just say to you, Brother Fahmi, rubbish everything. Alright. I'm giving an example, a very extreme example. After you present, they just rubbish whatever you presented. They don't want, they don't want to accept. So you have done your job. That's why, if you read further in chapter 8, that is where the challenges in what I call strategy selection, because perhaps whatever you propose to them, they are correct from the analysis, but they are wrong from the political and preferences of the managers and also from the board of directors. That is the what I call the caution that given in textbook. Okay, you can have a very good presentation of your analysis, but again, if your management and the board of directors have different perception and preferences, whatever you presented can be just a waste to you. But it is not actually. Even though they didn't accept, they don't want to change, they want to stick to their preference, we cannot do anything because we are just agent. You have to understand, we workers in the company, we are just agent. They hire us for us to do whatever they ask us to do. We can propose to them. If they don't want, then we cannot do anything. But what we can do, we can persuade them lah. We can persuade you can form a group inside the company to talk personally, to persuade them. This is something that you can do lah. But if they rejected your idea under that particular conflict situation, then you can say nothing much you can do because this is preference of the management. Okay. Have you read this chapter 8 until the end?
No, I've not read yet.
The question that you raised just now is already answered in that chapter 8.
Okay, I will read that.
Under the political and preferences.
Yeah. Because
strategy selection and then the political and preferences of the management.
Because I read.
Sir?
Yep.
Okay.
Fahmi finish already?
Wait, nah. Sekejap.
Belum.
I raised this because
Brother Fahmi, okay.
I raised this one because Doctor, I'm currently experiencing this problem at our company. And then feel because of the leadership problem, and then not suit with the board vision or board one, so it could be a problematic to management lah to
exactly.
change to the people over there.
Yeah, correct.
Very hard. So I've read the journal on the Siemens. Siemens, what Siemens do? Siemens and its stock. If everybody notice that on the when ATM machine tu kan dia tulis Siemens bawah tu need stuff kan.
Yeah, I know.
They do the cultural change.
Yeah.
But they have to identify first whether the people is open to change or not. If open to change, then you can do this. If you are not open to change, you have to shock the culture.
Yeah, correct. That is under change management.
Yeah.
That one is another topic. But when it comes to strategic management, we cover everything actually. But if you want to know the detail, it is under change management subject. But strategic management also consider change because when we propose strategy, we want the strategy to be implemented, we have to change.
betul.
That's why in strategy concept, we have to ask the structure to follow the strategy.
Ya.
Do you get my point? Structure need to follow strategy, not you ask strategy to follow the structure.
Ya.
That is always the discussion in strategy management. Who's follow who's? Strategy or structure follow strategy or strategy follow structure? The answer is structure follow strategy. Because strategy is dynamic, isn't it? Strategy is dynamic, keep changing.
Yes.
Structure is your company leadership process, organizing activities is your structure. The structure need to be changed. For example, if you still with the old way of doing things, and people are now on digital, you will die. Your company will be phased out from the industry. People on digital, you still manual. You cannot cope with the change. And then your company will be phased out, or perhaps your company has to be reduced. Again, you have to change because your company cannot be in the mainstream anymore.
Yeah.
Is it make sense?
It makes sense, Doctor. Is that early that we are thinking of to change the culture, and then if not, if they don't want to change the culture, change the people lah.
But if they don't want to change, nothing you can do. Like same thing like me also. Even though I'm a strategic management academics, if my bosses do not want to change, nothing much can do. I can only write papers. I can only give talk. If people don't want to change, nothing much I can do.
That's why
you don't expect, professor of studies is powerful. No, we are not powerful. we don't have the mighty power to change people.
because in context of my company, the power is on the GCO lah group.
Yes, correct, exactly. If they don't want to change, they will see the result later on.
Yeah.
You can talk to them, but they don't want to change, then nothing much you can do. Or perhaps you change yourself. That's what some people did, they cannot go with the company, they change, they quit and then find another job. I know if some people say they cannot change, then they change themselves. That's the only thing lah. But again, if you have other vision, for example, like us, like us in academic, even though we know universities, leadership, a lot of weaknesses, etc. But we have other objective in our life that we can continue to maintain. Even though we see a lot of problems, we see a lot of inefficiency, but we cope with that because we can be patient, then okay lah, no problem. But be reminded that change is not an easy job. It's very difficult job.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Welcome. Yes, Sister Husna, you have to ask something? Was that Husna to ask something? Sister? Are you still there?
No, sir. No questions, sir, from us, from Media Prima.
Hello, sir. Sir? Hello? Dengar tak? Apa?
What's question?
Oh, okay, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I can
sir,
hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sir, my friend asked. We should have 10 strengths, 10 weakness, 10 opportunity, or we just list down 5, 6, 7?
Okay.
Is there any minimum? That's all.
We want to have more because we want to have 10 is and 10 tracks.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
But if you cannot get 10, then fast is also the only thing you can do. Only 5. Okay lah. 5 is uh, is, is acceptable. Uh, but again, I think this is group work. Then you have 5 people, and you can only get fast rank and like not maximizing the. Hello.
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Hear you, sir.
Okay. Any more question? This is interaction session. Who is Sriti Al-Mustaqim?
Husna, sir. Hello? Hello?
I think Usna, the line is not very good at Dr.
Sriti as well.
Okay.
Sriti, your company, right? Sriti, your company, right?
Yes, Husna work at Sriti, sir.
I can hear you, but you cannot hear me. Okay, I can hear clearly. Salina Anizas.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. But I don't know Husna Tan is here or not. Husna?
Still okay. Okay.
Can hear you.
Husna.
Husna is
Alright. If you don't have anything to ask, and then you can
apa nak cakap?
use the account to record. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for recording.
Okay.
Okay. No. Thank you very much for using your school account to record the video. Thank you very much for your kind assistance to record the video. Okay, we have 37 members in this session. Alhamdulillah, it's a good number. Even though we have a technical problem, we can continue. Okay, with that, we end our session with Surat Al-Asr. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.